Yesterday was early signing day. Some big-name players signed today. One of those is the best tackle in America, offensive tackle in America. David Sanders joins us now on 3HL, a Tennessee signee. David, is that true?
Yes, sir. This is me.
What's up, man? How are you? How happy are you to get this done?
I am super excited, super pumped, and super happy. I'm glad it's finally over, and I just get to enjoy the moment and get ready to go to Nashville and get to work.
So when you don't sign yesterday, is your phone still just ringing off the hook from like every coach in America?
Yes, sir. It was ringing off the hook yesterday. It was crazy.
All right, so hit us with this. Why Tennessee, David? Why Tennessee?
You know, Tennessee's just been in it since the beginning. Coach Ellerby, Coach Heupel, they did a phenomenal job recruiting me, and I just feel like they deserve the shot to be able to coach me. And, you know, the recruiting class I'm going to be coming in with is amazing, and the guys they have in the building right now is amazing. So I can't wait to get there and get to work.
David Sanders, the number one offensive tackle in America. David, we are broadcasting live at Buffalo Wild Wings just outside Nashville, and there are a lot of Tennessee fans in here. How excited are you guys to have the number one offensive tackle signed? How about that, brother?
You hear him?
Yes, sir. Go Vols, baby. Let's do it.
I love that, man. Big Dave, man. I need to know, first of all, your mentality when you're playing, because is this something that you have a switch that you click on? Because when I see you out there, man, I almost think that you work for like a dog pound or something, because you ain't doing nothing but dog walking people.
Oh, yes, sir. You have to do it to him. When you put that helmet on, it's got to be a different animal. You know, he said in between those lines, it's just got to be killed. So off the field, we can be friends, but, you know, when we get on that field, it's war.
I love that, man. So my brother Ramon Foster, man, he played for Tennessee. We're good friends with Trey Smith as well. They talk highly of you,
yes,
man.
Sir.
What kind of example is that set as far as footsteps to follow, as far as getting there, man, laying your imprint on the game, and then being able to go to the next level?
Yes, sir. Trey Smith did a phenomenal job also as well, just getting me to understand that Tennessee is a great spot for me. You know, how Knoxville treated him even after he was done playing. So having him as a mentor when I get there is going to be great, and just being able to build that relationship with him.
Hey, so let me tell you this, man, and I'm going to pass the mic. It's one thing that I need to have you say, man, and I need it to come from your soul, man. I'm talking about, I see you post it. I see when people get to questioning it. I see when you stand tall, you get 10 toes down. You don't waver. You don't flinch. You just lead by example. And when I say go Vols, I just need you to tell me, because that's all we know. Go Vols!
No, baby.
That's what I'm talking about, big dog.
I love it, man.
Okay, let's do it.
So your visits to Tennessee, did you hit Tennessee on a night game and experience Neyland Stadium at night?
Yes, sir. I was there for the dark mode game we played against Kentucky this year.
I know a lot of people just caught that wee that you just threw in there, but
yeah, it runs deep, baby.
So what stood out? I mean, in terms of environment, from a fan standpoint, I mean, it's incredible what they do in that building. But all the schools in the SEC kind of light it up at night, man. But what was special about Tennessee?
No doubt. I mean, in Knoxville, is always rocking. You know, my very first game in Knoxville, the next day I couldn't even hear, so I knew it was loud. But the next game is just a different atmosphere. I don't think anybody can go in there and beat us when we got that all black on.
Love it. So you mentioned the rest of this recruiting class, and it's shaping up to look pretty nice. What is kind of your relationship with some of the other guys in this class, and what's kind of the mindset of this class as you head into Tennessee?
Yes, ma'am. I have a great relationship with pretty much everybody in our class. You know, our quarterback, George, the defensive guys, the receiver we have, Travis, Justin, our running back. I'm coming in with a great group of guys. only great football players, but great human beings. So I feel like these are guys that I'm going to be able to build a long-term friendship with and brotherhood. And, you know, as long as you got that brotherhood, we're going to be able to ball on Saturday afternoons or Saturday nights. So the closer we build with each other, I know if we're as tight as we are right now as recruits, I can only imagine once we get up there in a couple of weeks how it's going to be as well. So, you know, we're expecting to win a national championship as a group. And that's the mindset going in. You know, we're the freshmen, so we kind of got to, you know, just set the tone from day one and just be ready to work.
That's a different mindset right there. I like that, man. You see what you got across from you, man. How much is that, did that go into your decision, being able to go against guys where you know Coach Rodney Garner is coaching these guys up to get to the next level, and it's an iron sharpens iron thing?
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah, that was one of the main things. I knew I would be going against the best of the best, you know, every single day in practice. So when I get to Saturdays, it's going to be a lot easier than a lot of other guys around the country. So I'm super confident that Coach G is going to do a phenomenal job and continuing to recruit great D linemen. You know, we have about 5 or 6 four-star D linemen coming in now I'm going to be able to work against every day. Obviously, they already got James Pierce, that's the number 1 defensive end in the entire college football right now. Arguably one of the best players. So just having him as a mentor when I get there, being able to work against him, I feel like I'll do a phenomenal job. So when I start going against these other guys, I'll pretty much think it's easy.
David Sanders joining us now, just signed with Tennessee, and the number 1 offensive tackle in America.
All right, David, let's dig in deep to you as a kid. Like, when did you know you wanted to be one of the big uglies, one of the, you know, offensive linemen? Were you always a big kid, and did you always know that that's where you wanted to play?
Yes, ma'am. Now I was always a big kid, but I played basketball, and I started out by playing tight end and defensive end. I actually didn't start playing on the offensive line until I got to high school, and I felt like I was able to bring a little bit different swag because I came from basketball. You know, tight ends. You know, we put on a little bit for the game. So as I started playing on the offensive line, you know, I bring a little swag to the offensive line. You know, we're gonna change the narrative of the big uglies. You know, we're gonna come in the games with some nice clothes on and be able to dress good on Saturdays. So and also be able to still dog people, you know, on the field. So I'm excited for that. But definitely, when I got to high school, that's when I kind of knew I was going to be an offensive lineman. I was just really too big to play tight end and, you know, big enough to play defensive end as well. But it was just a good opportunity for me to be able to, you know, maximize my potential.
Is there a place you already, like, have in your head that you can't wait to play, like on the road?
Yes, definitely Athens, because I remember being a recruit and going to those games. So I'm super excited to play there, and also in Tuscaloosa as well. Those are one of the top 2 places I also like throughout this recruitment process.
So I mean, you want to play the best.
Oh yes, sir. That's why you come to the SEC, baby.
David Sanders, number 1 offensive tackle, signed with Tennessee today. Just wanted to let everybody else sign yesterday and then have his day today. Announce it to Paul Feinbaum and now on 3HL. Slay Dog, you got something for him?
Yeah, man, we're going to do this some quick one. This is quick hitters right here, David, man. We have something here called the Boom Boom Room. Now, when you walk into the Boom Boom Room, the door is locked behind you. The only way you can get out is you answer everything truthfully to the best of your ability. Do you agree to these terms?
Yes, sir.
He didn't even let you finish. He's like, let's go.
He ready to do
Let's go.
Sammy, lock the door. Let's put him in now. All right, man. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got David L. Sanders Jr. As you following on social media, follow them, give him some love, sign with the Vols. But right now, we need to get to know him a little bit more. David, let me ask you first, as the music comes down, let me ask you, what is your go-to meal right now? Your go-to meal of mom's cooking, dad's grilling, whatever it may be. What's your go-to meal? You got us over to the house. What you serving?
I definitely gotta have the steak, you know, cooked medium, not medium well, just medium, you know, with some mashed potatoes loaded with bacon, big cheese, sour cream, chives, and maybe some asparagus on the side. That would be the go-to meal for sure.
I like that. Some good meat, good healthy greens on the side. Now, let me ask you this real quick. Okay, you're real savvy, man. You're well spoken. You're thought out when you're answering the questions. where do you get your balance from? In your life, where's your balance come from?
Yeah, definitely my mom and my dad, super tight family. You know, we don't really move without each other. Every single recruiting visit I went on, every single game day visit I went on, they were right with me. And I also have 3 younger sisters that keep me in check. So they think they're my mother as well. So just having that family unit to keep us all one.
So, okay, you being the big brother, what
Yes,
is
sir.
it that irritates your sister so much where you have to give in? What is it that you do where you be like, all right, y'all got it. Y'all got the TV remote. What is it?
When they just keep nagging, I would say, like, when they just keep going at you, because they're super young, so they don't really know when somebody's done, so they just keep going at it.
Highlight moment from when you've grown to this point. Highlight moment in sports that you can point back to when you say, man, if I could do that one more time, I'd love to relive that moment.
Definitely, I would say I won 3 state championships in high school, so any one of those 3 I would want to replay just because, you know, we had to fight to get there, just to grind, get into the state championship, and actually coming out as victorious. I feel like those are all pretty cool, and they have their own unique story for each.
Now, you got a little adversity that everybody goes through, regardless of the age you are, and it all varies between on who you are, where you are in life, but we all go through it, whether it be not being able to get something when you were younger, whatever it may be. What's an adversity that you would go back and tell your younger self, don't worry about this, man, you're going to get through this?
Yeah, I would definitely say my freshman year, I had a serious injury on my leg where I had fractured my femur bone, so I had to be out for pretty much my entire freshman season. And I feel like that really kind of, you know, made me look the other way sometimes. But my mom and dad, like I said, they've been here for my whole entire life. So just being able to keep me level-headed in that situation when I thought everything could be over in just a blink of an eye, they made me really think about the big picture things. And, you know, I was grateful to be able to come back healthy and be able to, you know, ball out for the next three years of high school injury-free. So I would say that would be the biggest adversity.
I love that, man. I'm going to let you out of the boom boom room, but before I let you out, man, I want to give you some love, give mom and dad some love for raising you correctly, man, being mature to where you are right now and the sacrifices they made. Enjoy this ride, man, and I promise you right now, live, and we are the flagship station of the Vols, and I'm telling you this, you're making a lot of people happy. And, boy, you got 1 million people riding behind you. So don't say a word. Go let your work do your work. And that's all I got to say. Because that's all we know. Let them out the boom boom room.
That's all we know.
VFL Jason Swain and former Vol receiver Oldhead sent me a text, and he said for David to save some food for Slay.
Hey, Dave, I'm 6'8", Dave. You look a little bigger than me, but we're going to have to tussle over that one, big dog. Your kick step got to be right now.
For sure.
David Sanders, a Tennessee signee, number 1 offensive tackle in the country, highest rated signee in the class for the Vols. What other sports did you play growing up, Dave?
Basketball, and I ran track and field.
So what did you do on the basketball floor?
I was a power forward center growing up most of my life. You know, I was actually ranked top 15 in the state going into high school, so I was super excited about that. I thought I was going to go in college and play basketball, but I obviously got other plans.
You going to go over there and talk to Coach Barnes? See if you get
I
some
might
minutes?
have to have a little conversation with him.
Number 1 team in the nation right now coming up this week, baby.
Have you thought about what you want to do after football, like just in life?
Yes, sir. So my goals outside of football are definitely to become an orthopedic surgeon. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to be an exercise science major on the pre-med track. So that's something that's very important to me. My parents always stressed to me that academics come first before anything. So definitely going to school and getting my degree will be, you know, at the top of the priority list.
All right, what do you like to do outside of football? Like movies, video games? What do you got going?
Yeah, I would say I have 3 younger sisters, so spending as much time with them, especially in this last year, me being at home, I knew I would be an early enrollee no matter where I would pick for college, but definitely just spending time with them because they're going to be still growing up when I leave for college, so just leaving that mark in their lives to know that they have a big brother that's there to support them.
Who hosted you on your official? Like, is there a guy that you're tight with already before you even get up there?
Yeah, David Hobbs hosted me on my official visit, and I would say I have a good relationship with Lance Hurd as well. He was one of the other guys that I was always with.
I got you, man. Hey, thanks for making time for us, bro. And I know a lot of Tennessee fans listening are happy to hear that you signed today and are very excited to follow your path, man.
Do we have a nickname?
Yes,
David, Dave, D-Dog?
Big Dave. Yeah, Big Dave or Dave is normally what people call me. Yes, ma'am.
Big Dave. I love it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
It's been a joy to chat with you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Good luck.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
No doubt, baby.
All right, there he is, David Sanders Jr., the number one offensive tackle in America, signed with Tennessee today.
That's our buddy Big Dave.
Yeah, this is Big Dave.
Oh, Big Dave.
Yeah,
Yep.
first name basis, nickname
I feel
basis
like we
now.
need another nickname other than Big Dave.
He'll figure it out when he get up on the field. We can't just give. He got to go earn the nickname too.